All right, and we should be recording. Adam T. Young, Level Design 2. How are you doing, Instructor Anthony, Instructor Katie, Instructor Nicole? As you guys can see, here's my output log, and here's my viewport for you guys to view what's going on in the progress. Okay, so my main mechanic, I did a push block with a secondary climbable object, secondary key to gate system, and a pressure plate system, all in one puzzle. So space to jump and climb up, as you can see. So space, the player learns to jump, and climb up what? Well, this object right here has footprints on it. So if I jump, oh, look at that, I can climb up. Okay, and when the player crosses this threshold down into the press E to interact to access my main mechanic area, a checkpoint will be triggered. As you can see, main mechanic introduction checkpoint. The player will get down here, see reset puzzle, and press E to interact. Well, press E to interact with what? My main mechanic. So to interact with it, they press E, and once interact with it, the main mechanic, push block, slidable cube, if you will slide across the level in the level, in the way that the player pushes it. So if they go this way, we'll slide that way. And so on and so on. We'll slide it up here against the wall, and we'll slide that one next to it, and we'll go ahead and test this gadget right here to see if this works. And look at that, the puzzle reset. So the two cubes are stuck on the wall, and now the player has another opportunity to figure out this puzzle. So the player got that down. Now find key to access door. Door, also known as gate. So key 1 required. Okay, the player discovered that they can use this climbable object to go back and forth at their leisure, and they're going to start exploring. So let's go around this corner right here. Oh, look at that. What is that? Could that be key number 1? It is key number 1. I would also like to showcase this logic that I implemented into the gate. The player cannot access the gate from this side. They must access the gate from the puzzle within the mechanic puzzle area to, use the key to open the gate. So we'll go ahead and use that key. You get the player feedback there, and then obviously the player feedback with the sliding cubes. So we'll go ahead and slide these two pushable objects, sliding cubes, push blocks, whatever you want to call them, to that point, and the player will see 2 switches needed to access door. So obviously, the player must slide these cubes onto the switches. You notice the player feedback with that first switch being activated. And that second feedback, the second feedback there with the switch being activated and the gate raising because 2 switches have been activated. Okay, so now we will go past the gate, and look at that, a save state. So we'll cross this threshold, and just like any video game you play, save state is a save state. The player gets to a certain point in a level, it saves the player's progress, correct? So we'll go back in and test this with the reset cube. So obviously this will put our player to the first checkpoint, but look at that, their progress has been saved. Now I could put a checkpoint beyond the gate and then, test it that way, but I just kept it this way for now. But yeah, that's my mechanic. I showed you my mechanic. I showed you how the player interacts with it. Also, what happens when the player interacts with it. And I showed you the secondary mechanics and things I wanted to showcase. But yeah, I look forward to designing my level from here. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.